pulled up here at El Reno Auto Auction. Happens every Friday, open to the public and the dealers. It's $300 to enter if you're public, but if you buy a car, that $300 goes back. I mean, it goes towards the price of the vehicle. If you don't buy it, you get your $300 back. It's basically just a $300 entry fee. But I mean, you know, just the holding fee. But yeah, as you see, we out here, little Kia Rio, my little bucket, we making it all the way out here to El Reno's. Little bucket making anywhere to go. Let's get into it and let's get to it. As you can see, it's Route 66 Auto Auction located in El Reno. You know, when you come in, they're gonna take your temperature, you know, make sure, you know, you're feeling well. If you're not feeling well, don't come around people, just out of respect, you know. But let's get to it. Yeah, we here at the Dealer and Public Auto Auction out here in El Reno. Prices are still going up, you know. It is what it is, you know. Got here early, so you know, because I was here early and I got a car to draw and I won $50. So hey, you know, that's always fun, you know, winning $50. So you know, even if I don't get to buy anything today, I still want $50. Sometimes what I do when I'm here at the auction is, you know, like if a car is coming through, I'll get behind it and act like I'm pushing it through, so that they don't make people like kind of walk away from the vehicle because they'll think like there's something wrong with it. So, you know, but it happens. It works out sometimes. No, it doesn't work out all the time. It's just something that I do here and there. But we're gonna walk through here. I know like it's going, like all these prices are high. I don't get why. Like I know people still thinking like, I know it's probably gonna be a second round of like stimulus checks or something coming on, but people don't realize, like, you know, they cutting off this unemployment, so it's gonna be a lot of repos here, and a lot of these dealers is gonna go out of business because of that, because they were so, because you know, a lot of these dealers are selling to people that was on unemployment. And so, you know, when that extra money cuts off, you know, what's the first thing that's going to go? People are not going to stop paying their rent, because a lot of these people have kids, so they're not going to stop paying their rent. They're going to always pay, they're going to pay the rent first. So the first thing that's got to go is this new car payment and this new car insurance. And a lot of these buy here pay here don't report to any credit bureaus, so the person doesn't really care. They're going to just get a car back because, you know, these buy here pay here is already paying, you know, they got these people paying outrageous amounts of money for the car, and then they're paying outrageous amounts of money for the car. Then you got to charge the customer outrageous amount of money for the car. So then that makes the customer's payment so high. So, you know, if somebody's paying, you got some of these buy here pay here, you got some of these people paying $200, $250, $300 every 2 weeks and stuff like that. So what y'all think that's gonna go? Like, they're gonna get rid of their car payment. So it's gonna be a lot of repos and a lot of businesses shut down here in a little bit. I can just tell, because, you know, a lot of these people didn't plan. They just thought like, oh, these people. Because a lot of these people, they were just trying to get the money quick. They're like, oh yeah, let me get this down payment, because a lot of dealers, they run off of floor plans. So, you know, those floor plans fees add up. So, you know, but that's why they were trying to collect all this unemployment money and stimulus checks. They like, let me collect all this money, and then, you know, I can pay back some of the fees. Because, you know, just think about it. You know, a lot of these dealers are advertising $500 down. So think about it. If they buy a car for $5,000, and you only get $500 down on it, how long is it going to take to get that $500? $5,000. You know, it's going to take you forever, you know, on that. So you have to keep selling so many cars, because the floor plan is going to want their money. So you got to keep getting down payments, and then you got to pay this car off, and then that car off. So it just gets into a lot of points. But a lot of these people just getting right into the game, spending $5,000, $6,000 on the car, saying $500 down. So it'll be quick. Some of these dealers that got in here quick, just doing that, is going to be in and out quick. And I hate to say that, but, you know, I've been seeing it all the time. I'm 4 years into the business, and I've seen so many people come and go because, you know, they're not doing it right. You know, they're getting in and just thinking like, oh, you know, this person can do a buy here pay here, I can do a buy here pay here. They're not managing the money well, and they don't realize, like, as high costly floor plans is, you know, on the outside looking in, it's like, man, that dealership over there is selling a lot of cars, but you don't know like how they got it all situated. And then a lot of times the people, like I said, when you get a floor plan, and when you first get in, just like anything, when you get in anything, the fees are going to be a lot higher because you're new. So a lot of these people paying all this money on these floor plans, and then it's just eating up all their money. And then, you know, you got to rent on top of that at your car lot, you got to rent at your house. Then most of the time people get in this business, they already got a car payment, so there's just so many bills that they just get overwhelmed. But yeah, that's just a little, just talking with you guys. We're gonna walk through and just see what they got here. You know, hopefully I can come up with like 1 or 2 deals. That's all I'm looking for. You know, 1 or 2 I'll be fine. You know, but let's get to it. Through auction, they didn't have too many cars today. It's a little light. Like I said, this is a dealer and public auction. They run, you know, on the high end, they'll have about 400 cars out here. Low end, it'll be about 200 on the low end. And these, and here they have a mixture of, you know, they have, like, when I go to the dealer auction on Wednesday, they have more major car dealerships. This one runs a lot of the smaller dealerships, so I mean, my thing is, if it ain't got no writing on there from a big dealership, like that one says like McKenzie Ford and this one says like Urban Chevy, like if it doesn't say that on there, I don't even bother with it, because my thing is, if you're a small dealership like me, if you can't sell it, in my opinion, it has a problem. You know, that's just my thing. If you're a small dealership like me and you can't sell it, that's a problem. You know, big dealerships, I understand. They deal with trade-ins all the time. You know, somebody comes to a Ford dealership, they're not really looking to buy a used Honda. You know, they come to a Ford dealership, they're not really looking to buy a used Dodge. You know, so just you know, my thing, if it doesn't have, and see, a lot of times, like right here, like, see, you always got to beware. See, somebody bought this one at the Wednesday auction, but they brought it out here to see if it'll bring more money. That's what a lot of these dealers do. You know, they'll buy that one auction, send it to the next auction, see if it can bring a little bit more. So you always just be aware of that too. So that's why I'm always aware and try to pay attention to, you know, what cars was sold at each Wednesday auction. So, you know, if I see them out here, you know, won't try to buy them again. But, you know, if they don't got no big name writing on it, I don't even worry about it. You know, that's just my thing. So walk all the way through. So, you know, if you're here, if you come to this auction, you know, especially, I mean, my thing is, if you're public, always bring somebody with you that, you know, that knows about cars, you know, because a lot of times people with the public, they just have some money burning a hole in their pocket, and they come out here and buy a car, and then it's no good. Or they'll, you know, they'll buy one of these cars from one of these small dealerships that don't be really telling everything about the vehicle, because, you know, they bought it and it was junk, so they're rerunning it, and they're trying to pawn it off to the public. So if you're a public, you know, bring somebody with you that knows about cars. You know, if you're interested in the car, get it looked at by somebody who knows something, because, you know, us dealers, you know, if we buy a bad car, you know, you just take it as a loss. But, you know, you guys coming in here with your money, with your $1,500, $2,000, you know, or more, whatever, you know. And y'all also need, you guys that's not dealers, y'all need to know, like, all your auction rules. You know, if it's running on a red light, even if you spent over, you know, this auction is only $1,500 to arbitrate. So but if it's on a red light, even if it's over, you know, $1,500, it doesn't matter. You know, you stuck with the car. And then, you know, if you don't buy the car, they're gonna take your $300 entry fee. You're gonna be banned from the auction, and, you know, don't want that to happen. You know. But I mean, some people, it makes sense to some people. You know, you rather lose your $300 than your $4,000. But a lot of times, you know, you go give your money up before. A lot of times, if people don't even check the car out, they'll go give their money to the auction, you know, without even getting the car checked out. Now you out of $4,000. Now you're up here hollering and cussing and mad, and you don't want that to happen. So my advice is, you know, just bring somebody with you. You know, my advice to you guys, you know, if you're public, man, even if you're not public, even if you're a dealer, always bring somebody with you that if you don't know that much about cars, you know, even if it's like a mechanic friend of yours, you know, even if you can't get them all the time, I would say, like, offer them a little bit of money, like, hey, you know, you mind coming to this auction with me, you know, give them 50, 100 bucks or something. Hey, you mind coming with me to the auction? But I don't know that much about cars. Just teach me a little bit about cars, so I'll know the next time. So if you're not here with me, I can check these cars out and know if they're good or bad, kind of a little bit myself. But I mean, if you're gonna get in this business, I would advise you at least to learn a little bit about cars. You know, make sure when you at the auction, check the fluids. You know, always check all the fluids. Get good with always talk to all the drivers. You know, have them rev the engine up, make sure it's not knocking or smoking or anything like that. Always be good with the people who work at the auction. You know, they'll let you know if the transmission is bad, the transmission will pull it. So always be nice to everybody who works at the auction. That's my greatest advice to you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, my people on my Patreon, the full video with Carlos is dropped. So, you know, if y'all see this video before that one, just go check it out. It's available on Patreon. Carlos gave out a lot of game and information. So appreciate you guys. I'm out. I'll see you guys next week. And we got a lot of stuff coming for you guys next week. So just stay tuned in with me. You know, we got a lot of information, more videos coming with Lucky, and just more overall videos for you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. Thanks. Peace.